Brosplay!
All right, bro, what's the guy's name from?
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba is in the third Star Trek.
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked Idris Elba. I always liked Idris Elba. I just didn't like the film. Its plot twist is so dumb that it made everything that led up to it just...
Oh, well, that's disappointing, because I also like Idris Elba quite a bit. Have you seen Wonder Woman?
No.
One scene I really, really liked from Wonder Woman is there's a scene in which Chris Pine plays an American soldier in the movie, but he's impersonating a German soldier in this scene, and his German accent is phenomenal.
Nice.
Like, if he was playing a German character in the movie, I would have believed it. So it was like, I was both impressed with Chris Pine's ability and with his character's ability to pretend to be a German person. It was pretty cool.
That's fantastic.
It was very impressive. I like the movie, Wonder Woman. I never knew any Wonder Woman lore, and I don't really know if the Wonder Woman lore is accurate from the movie, but it was pretty good.
I think references are nice to original source material, but I don't think lore needs to be fully consistent.
100% accurate.
I think that everything needs to be... Whatever medium it's being presented in, it needs to be the primary thought, right? If you're taking a TV show and writing a book about it, it needs to be a book first. And if you're taking a book and turning it into a movie, it needs to be a movie first. Whatever that needs to be, however that translates. Like there's you know, Dexter is based off of a book, and there's parts from that book that work fine because you yourself can't see the characters and what they look like. Whereas if you put it into film, you would see what they look like, and it would ruin like a plot device.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't say what it is because I don't want to ruin.
I know what you mean, though. There's a lot of things where you can only keep the audience in the dark because they don't have visual information.
Exactly. It's like the classic angry fish.
If it doesn't work, don't do it.
No, I was gonna say the classic. We haven't mentioned this. This is the first nighttime session we've had in probably 6 months. So I'm like mentally exhausted at the moment, and I'm having a very hard time finding words. Like, I still haven't. What the fuck's the name of the actor?
No, you never said it. You never actually said it. I don't think.
I said Idris Elba.
Oh, okay, you did. Yeah. It was what was the other name that kept coming?
Iden Versio.
Iden Versio.
It's the name I just keep hearing. Anyway, riddle, the classic riddle. A woman is about to walk onto the street when a car, making no sound, without its lights on, is coming by, and she knows to stop. Yeah. A completely black car, with no lights on, making no sound, drives towards her, and she knows to stop. Why?
Well, they don't tell you that it's actually daytime.
Exactly. So the imagination tricks you into believing that's a more complicated scenario than it actually is. Whereas if you tried to make that riddle in a visual format, it would be gone the second that you put it on the screen.
Yeah, sometimes you just infer things in that aren't there at all. Yeah. When you don't have enough information, like hover plume.
Plume.
I know someone that's gonna be doing examinations in a bunch of different regions.
Plume.
As part of those examinations, there's scenarios that are included, and so one of the scenarios had like a person got injured in their left leg, and he couldn't figure out why that would be because he imagined the person being right-handed. So he was thinking there's no way they injured their left leg if they would be lunging with their right. And I thought, that's a really good point, but you just assumed they're right-handed.
Yep.
Right, like that wasn't written in there. Your brain just went, oh, well, he would hold it with his right hand, like 90% of us do.
It's kind of like the natural, I guess not natural assumption, but when people talk about a creator, they probably say like the guy that did this. They don't necessarily like, they wouldn't rule out the idea that a woman did it. It's just a thing we say.
I just want that word back because I still write
Guy?
"Hey guys" when I'm like messaging a guy and a girl.
Yeah, okay.
Well, just "Hey people" sounds weird.
Hey y'all,
Yeah.
people kind, people kind.
Hey, fresh groovy folks. That's what we should
Excuse
go
me,
with.
pals.
Acquaintances and friends.
Gentle folk.
Gentle folk. That's a good one.
Potential.
You can say "Hey folks," but you have to be addressing at least 10 people. You can't say "Hey folks" and there's
Unless
two
you're
people.
talking about your folks, which can be 2 people.
Even then, would you actually like? You would
Yes.
say, "Yeah, my folks do this," but would you actually say, "Hey folks, how's it going?"
No, I meant it can only be 2 people if you're talking about your family, your parents.
Yeah, only if you're talking to other people. You can't refer to them to their face as that. It just wouldn't work.
No, but it's kind of, well, I guess.
Because I'm trying to address people. And I just
You're- I
like
guess
that
you're
term.
right.
I like that term. Hey guys.
Because I would never, yeah. Yeah, but I guess like you'd call a group of your brothers, but not to their faces. You wouldn't say. I know. Yes, maybe you would say hello, brothers. That's kind of awkward, though. I think that's,
Hello, brothers.
I think
We
that's
are related and therefore are siblings.
I am very good with people because myself, I am a person.
Because speak often I do with people, and like me, they do.
Sniper. Yeah.
Oh, that's effective.
Yeah.
Pew, pew, pew. I like that he shoots them out of his eyes, but they come out of his sword. Oh, nice. You actually hit him with the bomb.
Oh,
The
did
bomb. The bomb.
I love that I can't do damage to that turtle guy.
I love him.
I
The
love
little
the turtle
rhino
guy.
turtle.
That was
Did you
the
see the little
first-
smile he gave when he hit the wall?
He does gets pretty excited actually. He loves his job. You know, love your job.
I slam in the wall.
You'll never work a day in your life.
I don't
that
work
was
for the Black
the
Knight.
first thing that like made me realize how much polish this playthrough was gonna have. It was when you first fight Black Knight and he's got a little turtle dude, and I'm like, oh fuck. This is a good project.
Because Plague Knight was different, but only slightly different.
Cheat.
Don't really care about the last health point.
Oh, he was an angry terror pin. Wow. I thought that was like a slur. Thought he was calling me terrorpin.
I thought he was calling you a terrorist at first.
Oh wow.
Before I read the whole word.
Gonna bring it there, eh?
You are kind of a terrorist, though.
No.
You're stealing. Oh no, you're recruiting these people.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
okay, maybe
recruiting
not.
And you're. I didn't read that. He just said, "Do you want?" Oh right. I found his wife.
That I told you there was something different about that one.
No, sorry. It's not actually her. It's whichever red coin is gonna be the whatever 75th or whatever
Oh, okay.
is his bride.
Oh.
This is actually a beautiful scene. This is much like the dance at the Truple pond.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, I've brought his undead wife back to undeath.
He looks so old. He looks like Grandpa Simpson. If you look at his
Grandpa
face,
Simpson.
see, doesn't he kind of look like he's
Oh, he's got
weathered?
tired eyes.
Yeah. But he's also got those like lip creases. Oh, nice!
Isn't that amazing? You know how hard it is to animate 3 dimensions on 2 dimensions?
Yeah, to have. Whoa.
It's extraordinary. This must have taken so much time to do. I mean, granted, it's a single cycle, but each single cycle would take a shit ton of time and passion. That's the big thing, actually. That's the reason why this whole game is so consistent, is passion.
Yeah, because everything's flailing when she does that. Oh man.
Because
Oh, these
as
are all
I've
the
proven to
skulls?
myself over and over and over again by making videos and then scrapping them, is that it's very difficult to work on the same thing for a long period of time. And they've been working on Shovel Knight since 2014 or 13.
13, really?
Yeah, because the first one came out in 2014, so they were working on it at least by 2013.
Those guys are hilarious. Hop,
Hey, whoa. I never noticed those guys
Oh,
the first
those
time.
are awesome.
Well done.
Thank you. Good job, Ryan. Good job. Specter.
How joyous. That's a weird thing for a skeleton to say. And he just invites me to collect the rest of them.
And he gives you money?
Yeah, it would just give me muns. But
You bring me back them chips, I'll give you cash money.
Friends call me Woozy. Woozy Moo for short.
I like being called Woozy Moo. Man, I miss San Andreas.
I miss how I felt when I first played it. I don't think it's actually that good anymore, but...
No, I still like it, man. You get your BMX skill up and you can jump
This tree,
5
you can
feet
jump
in the
cars.
air. Yeah. It's fantastic, babe.
Oh, his music is haunting. It's actually kind of has a Metroid-y feel to it.
Oh, so this is the same scene.
Yeah, it's just not nearly as annoying.
Yeah, because you...
Well, I also have Plume, so...
I think it's really unique how much easier this is than Shovel Knight, because it gives you an appreciation for that. For, like, what you have to go through when you play Shovel Knight.
Yep.
You have to grind. And also in Shovel Knight, if the boss has 1 health left, you still have to get your ass over there and hit him. You don't get that option to just fly across the screen and whack him for 1 last point.
Yeah.
And you gotta down shovel everybody if you wanna be victorious.
We kind of talked over that last scene. You know how hard it is to program something to efficiently work like this?
Like to show up when you're within radius.
And for the animation to be timed so that the, whatever you want to call it, oh fuck, I have to do all of this. Holy shit. So you were telling me about when you were making your game that a very tough decision to make is, where's my fireballs? Oh, it's the lantern. Haha!
Is this duration?
Oh.
You cheesed the game and the game cheesed you. Oh, that was good.
A very difficult decision you were telling me is that it is deciding where where you design something visually and where it actually exists in the game's like unit collision detection, right? So deciding that something looks one way, but in order for it to operate smoothly in the game, its hitbox has to be smaller than the actual object.
Yeah.
So
that really happens when it's when there's a narrow corridor.
Yeah.
Because you'd imagine that the character is the height of the corridor, but then you get all these weird friction effects, and it's like trying to slide a 2-inch rod into a 2-inch hole. It's like it's just not gonna work. You need that buffer. You need your character to be smaller so that when you get to the edges, it fits perfect.
Yep.
It's almost like you want a little bit of a funnel too. When you come up to a hallway, you don't want the corners to be corners. You want them to be slightly rounded so that your character slides into the hallway.
Right. And you also, yeah, I see what you mean. I totally see what you mean.
There's a lot of decisions you have to make ahead of time. There's a lot of decisions that need to be like pre-thought out, and if you don't pre-think them, you like create a lot of extra work for yourself. Where you going, bro?
They're supposed to go up?
Yeah. Yeah, you're supposed to run.
No, because these. What I was talking about is that. See how the animation comes out, but they're timed so that you cannot. You don't ride these blocks. They show up perfectly when you're able to land on them.
Yeah, when you need them.
The hitbox is there before the animation is there.
Well, that was a secret?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
The hitboxes were there before the animation, you think?
I'm pretty sure. Just because I haven't noticed myself be able to, like, cheese the blocks. Fuck.
This is harder though. This scene has changed.
Yeah. Well, also they've taught you the whole game to move fast, and suddenly they're like, nah.
I like that though. That this scene is, well, the scene is really long. But I think that it's kind of cool because whatever you use to get through the rest of the game, if you just sort of blasted your way through just trying to dummy enemies with your magic powers, now you have to sort of rely on your abilities.
Yep.
You have to rely on the movement that you... Oh, she's right here. Okay.
Yeah,
oh,
buddy.
it's you!
Oh, we're going to beat this tonight, buddy.
We're going to beat this right now.
We're going to beat this within this episode.
Beat her!
Actually, no,
we're definitely beating her this episode. Oh, yeah. So she's got two phases again, I assume? Little Enchantress, Big Enchantress.
No, actually.
What begins with
Enchantress?
What begins with Fireball?
You are so fucking funny.
I've heard that. I have been told that.
Have you been told that?
Nope.
Never.
Never once been told that.
Forever.
No, people do not think I'm funny. People, in fact, think I'm so unfunny. I've been paid to stop talking. That would be really embarrassing, but
You did an amazing job.
it would be better to get paid to stop talking than to just be told to stop talking, because that's a lot more embarrassing.
I guess so, yeah.
Hey, can you just be quiet? Is that an option?
Dude, there's people that I've worked with, and I turn to someone and I'm like, you ever just want to go to someone and just be like, shut the fuck up. Like, no creativity, nothing beyond just like, yeah, hey, you, stop talking. I don't care. Stop talking.
You know what, Kelsey? I have never liked you.
Kelsley, Coleslaw.
Closely?
Closely.
What are you doing, Closely?
Fucking Closely.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're blowing the mind of someone who's nicknamed Closely.
How did they know?
Oh man, the other day, you know when people have those jokes and just so many people make the joke and it never gets, no one ever questions it, and it just becomes one of those things where it's like people make jokes about temperatures on their microphone or
Don't you hate it when your microphone is over 53 degrees? You just get such terrible red lines.
hot in the microphone. Fuck. Anyway.
So were you talking about microphones or temperatures?
Microwave
Oh.
temperatures.
Okay.
That people are like, microwave it on high. It's like, what the fuck is high? And it's like, there's actually levels on microwaves.
There's settings,
It's actually
yeah.
not, like, it's just one of those jokes that got passed around so often and no one ever questioned it because nobody gave a shit about microwaves.
There's a lot of jokes that came out of the early 2000s like that, where people were just sort of realizing new things because of the internet.
People were realizing, it was an era of realizing new things.
It was an unprecedented era of realizing new things because the internet was really starting to boom then. So all of a sudden people had all this extra knowledge. And I feel like that's where some of those weird arbitrary memes came from. And
I agree.
don't you love how, well, I don't love it. I actually really don't like it. But how we've come into an era where it is totally possible, despite the internet, for there to be large sections of the population that believe what I'm going to call untruths. So, for example, I before E except after C is not true.
Not at all.
Also, the idea that you have that your veins are blue because the blood in them is blue is not actually true.
I love that one because it's like people view it as one of those like unsolved riddles, like we're never gonna figure it out. Just like, well, like you open it up and like this oxygen gets in there and makes it red. Well, you fucking put a camera in there. What's oxygen on the camera? It's gonna make it red. It's like
a little bit like a flat Earth argument. It's a cover-up, man. All those pictures are composites, man.
If the Earth is flat, then why haven't cats pushed everything off the edge of it?
That's a pretty good speculation, actually. Because Dexter can't hear us, can he? Cats are assholes.
Dexter can hear everything. Dude, he escaped the apartment the other day into the hallway. he was so fucking proud of himself. He was like, yeah, I picked the perfect moment. I got to end of the hallway.
Dude, that's how all Prison Breaks are done. It's just the perfect moment.
And it was like, every time I come back into my apartment, he's far away, staring at the door. And I'm always like, you're too far away. Like, you can't get out right like that.
And then he took your advice?
And one time, he's just like right next to the door as I came in, and I looked for him, and then I heard him, he meows. It's like he couldn't just get out quietly. He had to be, he had to like let me know, like just so he doesn't get too far. He's
Yeah,
like,
well, dude, what's the point of escaping if there's no one there to show that you escaped?
Exactly. That's why I know he's proud. Is that it wasn't about actually getting away. It was just about doing it.
Yeah.
Just like for the.
Well, what other
Yeah.
challenges does he have in his life other than can I get past the door?
That's the thing. Like that's what I kind of feel bad about is that he doesn't really have anything to do.
Well, what can you give him to do other than another cat?
Well, I would definitely neuter them. So.
Well, I didn't even mean in that sense. I know that was definitely implied in what I said, but I just meant what could you give him to entertain him other than a companion?
Yeah, that's it.
So that is hard because then you now have, but like, what if they don't like each other and now they're just prisoners stuck in a cell together?
Yep, that's the tough part.
And then what's more than that is even if they do like each other, they're just friendly prisoners, right? Because they still don't have anything to do.
The thing is, like, cats like that don't exist. I mean, didn't exist in the wild. They can. They're called feral, but I don't think they can quite integrate into like legit wild.
Not the same way dogs can.
No, and even then, like wild dogs, like in certain places in the world, yeah, but
There's actually a cat, I forget where it is, but there is a fully undomesticated cat that is the size of a regular house cat. And its kill rate is the highest of any like natural cat.
what do you mean by kill rate?
So it successfully catches 60% of all prey that it stalks,
Whoa.
which is a really high rate. And I guess that's part of why, you know, domestic cats are actually really effective when they do hunt.
How do they know that though?
The kill rate?
Yeah.
Just observation.
Following them?
Well, how many hours do you think when you see like 5 minutes worth of footage, how many hours do you think it took to get that 5 minutes worth of footage?
Right.
So yes, probably just somebody spending many hours in the field just watching them.
5 minutes is the answer.
5 minutes for 5 minutes of
It's
filming.
actually always a perfect ratio. Like John.
You go out into the field, you point your camera, and the animals do what you want.
Yeah, like
That's how it works.
JonTron doesn't spend a lot of time on his videos. If he makes a 10-minute video, it took him 10 minutes. You know, it took him 10 minutes to write.
No, it took him 10.
minutes.
It took him 10 minutes, including watching it.
He made it while watching it and proofreading and editing. He's amazing. He's really truly amazing.
Yeah, it's quite a talent.
I love JonTron.
He has so few videos, considering how easy it is.
I mean, yeah, he's definitely like
Spending all that time just
as
vacationing.
as a viewer of JonTron, he belongs to me, and I expect him to make content more often.
This is
I
my
deserve it.
content.
It is. It is. As a consumer, it's also my content. That's how it works. You know, same thing with television shows.
That
right?
is
Like,
in a tiny way kind of right.
no, it's not even close.
Well, you always said yourself that it's up to the viewer to decide what the content means to them. So in a way, you do own that little piece of it, your little piece.
You own,
But you don't have any rights to it. You don't have any. The creator doesn't have any obligation to you.
you own the experience that you have, yeah, and the memories, but you don't own the content or
The
how
piece
it's
itself.
distributed or how it's presented or who's part of it or how they're paid. None of that is yours.
That's true. Basically, all you have a right to do is voice your opinion. You should heal yourself.
Oh, right. I don't
Just
think I
occurred to
can.
me as well.
Oh shit, I gotta jump. That's so cool!
Oh.
Hang time!
Oh
Ah!
no!
Well,
So this is a really slow boss.
is your...
Can you hit him with something?
Sniper! Nope. Oh, time slow. That is nothing. Yeah!
Nope.
Come on, come on. Oh, I can move on the thing! I can move on the track! I thought I was stuck at this speed!
Oh,
I can move on the track!
There we go.
Ah!
Oh, that's a lot simpler. I thought you had to wait for her to come to you.
Holy fuck.
There we go. Hopefully we can get hit somewhere with this now.
Oh, I'm gonna roll through this lady. Whoa.
Come on, lady. Yeah, definitely the top track is the way to go. Whack her in the face. Or is that not even her? Isn't that other guy?
I don't know.
Yeah, she like turned the other guy into that
Reese.
with some water jets or some
look at
fire
that
jets
one,
or
dude.
something.
Yeah, his name is Reese.
He's actually covering his own health bar. Oh, Reese, that's his name. I remember that now. Now that you mentioned it. Oh, he's dropping fire onto the track now. I see.
Yo, he's about to drop plates on my head.
Yeah.
On my head.
Yeah,
You know what
can-
that means?
Dropping plates on your head?
Yeah.
No, actually.
It was something they were trying to catch on at the time. It's like it means like a fight, like to drop plates.
Oh, okay.
It means to
Like dropping bricks, maybe?
yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Also, you having a problem with like everything moving
A little bit.
right to left?
Yeah, a little bit. The background is slightly confusing. Whoa!
You know when like a scary banshee gets in your face? I hate that. Look at that!
Yeah,
Oh,
scary banshee.
I love the animation on the face as we were falling, and look at that face, the dead eyes.
We're gonna have to fight her again?
Of course, it's the Enchantress.
Oh my god.
So now he's like protecting Reese, and he's all like, I will be, yeah, so he's offering to be the 8th Knight instead of Reese.
Okay.
So he's essentially giving up, it's a tragic backstory. They call it a tragic backstory in the description of Specter Knight, which bugs the shit out of me. Like, you're gonna tell me that it's
So he killed Reese?
No, he's actually saving Reese.
Oh.
But I just love how it looks. He's like, let me sacrifice myself. She gives him the power, and he sets Reese on fire.
Immediately.
Yeah, just like saying there's gonna be a tragic backstory, it's just like you're ruining it.
A little bit, yeah.
You're pimping yourself out, buddy.
Spoilers.
And she's laughing because she's like, she gets off on it, brah.
She doesn't give a shit about Specter Knight.
No, she loves that he gave himself up for it. She loves that he has to be her 8th Knight.
That was the plan.
Probably.
Well, why wouldn't you want the guy who conquered the other 7 knights to be a part of it?
Yeah. Well, maybe she planned on having Reese anyway. Anyway, that's the end of the game.
That was pretty sweet.
Yeah,
And that final battle made a lot more sense.
it did.
It made a lot more sense.
And yeah, a lot less Shield Knight. As much as I love Shield Knight.
The Golden Rain.
Where
We
was
did not go to the Troople
where was the
Pond
Troople Pond?
at all.
You know what? It probably was somewhere that we missed.
Ew.
That is still always going to be
Yeah.
very suggestive to me. Oh, right. Okay.
That's how he got. Okay.
I forgot about this. Okay, so this is all of the people.
How the things came about.
Yeah. Wow, we're actually gonna have an appropriately length finale episode.
Yeah, for once.
They're always like 55 minutes.
All these people just chilling on the boat.
Well, they're underwater, aren't they?
No, there's water at their feet.
On a boat underwater.
And you get 2 coins. And you get 2 coins.
Maniacally laughing Propeller Knight, who for some reason reminds me of... Fucking can't remember his goddamn name. I'm just gonna say Rooster, whatever.
Rooster?
Did you not see the rooster?
No.
There was a rooster flying like a helicopter.
Is this the Explodatorium?
Yeah.
Looks different. I guess it is different.
There's
Oh, there she
Mona.
is.
That's oh.
Aww.
Oh.
Aww.
Fuck, that was cute. Now I want to play Plague Knight again.
Maybe.
No, I'm not on the show.
No. We replayed Specter.
Yeah,
Or no, Shovel.
Yeah, it was a terrible idea.
Yeah, it was a terrible idea. Aw, the Hat Man got pushed out of his store.
We're not random talkers, brother. Everything we say is based off of the last thing that happened or that we said. So, this is them making the rocket
No
things.
way. The rocket cocks.
Tonight on How It's Made. And this is so JonTron. I gotta show you the JonTron like logo. Like those colors are perfect.
Oh, from that. Okay. I don't know this one. Oh, Polar Night. Okay.
This is Island.
Aw. Yeah. I
That'd be
love.
so
Oh, his
cool.
horn's damaged.
Yeah, he broke it.
Aw.
It's got a broke horn. Village. We didn't bother naming this one.
This is the first village where you meet the knight in
Yeah.
Shovel Knight.
See, I don't know what the relationship between the Reese and him are.
In safe hands at last. I'll just leave her by this garbage bag.
You didn't even check who was in there. You just like left him to like a glowing eye, man.
Safer than in the Tower of Fate.
I suppose.
You are my knights, bow before me. No quarter!
It's like the whole thing ends with like a rock song.
Good night, Cleveland!
It's just like bum, 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 bum. I got these nights in no good up.
So wait, is Black Knight one of the knights?
Yeah.
No.
He's not one of like the I don't know.
He's just a minion.
Yeah. And then he talks about like you should
Some stuff.
fight. She should fight her back, and he's like,
Yeah, maybe I will. Donovan and all.
and he's like Donovan, and he's like hurdy gurdy gurdy. Whoa.
Whoa. Nice.
He reminds me of the Strigoi.
A little bit, yeah. Pretty sweet.
That another excellent example of animation.
The flowing cape.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only,
This
what,
is-
3, maybe 4 frames?
Yeah. Yeah, 3 or 4, yeah. Which I guess you'd probably want to do in divisions of things that fit in 12 frames per second, right?
That's a good point.
So like 3 frames that fit in a second, or 4 frames that fit in a second.
Yeah, but you couldn't do 5.
Yeah, you could.
But
What I
it'd
meant
just be
is like
awkward.
I don't know. Fucking what the fuck do I know about pixel art animation?
Just guessing.
It's fucking Hat Man.
I like Hat Man. Directors for a day.
Well, that's cool.
Oh, this is localization, I guess, or just maybe just
No,
translation.
those are they're just telling you like this is a Russian.
This is a guy who speaks Brazilian.
Yeah.
Happened to be on the team. So many people, so much work goes into making games like this.
Video game design is one of the hardest things to do in creation, because every big production, movies, television, organizing the Wozniaks, they're all different. They're all difficult to do, and they all take a lot of people. But video games, you're designing something that many people will do. They will use in every manner that they can possibly do. They will exploit every angle they can. Whereas with a movie, you can make it all pretty on what they see, and everything behind it is ugly. With a game, like,
It has to all be pretty.
it's
Every
still,
corner.
I mean, it's kind of a similar situation. Like they call it front end and back end, and there's like an inside joke, I guess, amongst programmers that like the front end is like happy and fun, and the back end is like a horrific mess, and it's like amazing that it all holds up in the first place.
It's like a car held together with duct tape, but outside it's shiny and has a new coat of paint.
Basically, yeah. That's pretty much what it is. And the important thing is just what it feels like at the end, and it's very hard to figure out how people are going to properly use it, which is why it's so impressive.
And that's why it's so much work, yeah.
When a game like this does that and is able to teach you in a way, like, I guess that 2 dimensions is a great way to teach people because there's only 2 directions they can go. Whereas like a third-person game, like they might not even be looking in the right direction to learn the thing you're trying to teach them.
Yeah, that's a good point, and that's why a lot of games get pretty hand-holdy. It's because they kind of want to point you like an arrow in the right direction.
Yeah.
Man, we did pretty good.
This music is just jamming me, buddy.
It's kind of reminding me a little bit of TWRP.
Interesting. I like that.
It's got that jazz style.
Yeah. Fantastic. Well, thank you for joining us as we are thanked for playing.
We will be back when they make another one.
Oh, no.
King Knight, here we come.
What is this?
This is us going home, I think.
This game just doesn't stop.
Oh, no.
Your boy is a handful, Luann, but he will be safe. That's a promise I can now keep. Luann.
That's the locket.
Oh!
That's the phase locket.
Wow.
Whoa.
I forget who Luann was.
Luann.
Other than, like,
I don't know Luann.
Dale's
I think
kid or...
No, Luan. Yeah, because his name is there. That's Luan.
Oh, Luan. It's not Luann.
Luann. Luann.
I don't really want to read this, so I'm kind of
This
skimming
is
along.
after the credits. Yeah, this is one of the Marvel things.
They call this an after-credit sting.
Yeah, because it hurts.
Good fucking slow motion
Yeah.
throw, buddy. Easy. He's grown so fast. Oh, Reese is Luan's kid.
Oh,
That's why he
okay.
gave him up. That's why he gave
That
himself
all makes
up.
sense. Okay,
Yes,
see, we brought
okay.
it full circle.
Yeah.
Good job reading, brother. Good job inferring that. Finn. No, I wanted that to be an F.
See, this would be more cinematic if there was voiceovers
Well, we have our
and
voiceover.
cinematography. Right on. Well, an
Yes.
actual goodbye.
Thank you for joining us.